Okay, what's up everybody? It seems like I may have resolved the problem. We're just gonna have to wait and see exactly how it goes on after a bit of time here. So, let's not waste any of this very important time as Big5 are trying to push their way straight into the B bomb site through smokes, through fire, through flashes, through everything. And they're not really coming through with much. Custom somehow able to snake himself alive for a little bit longer. Using I was on TeamSpeak to text my loss and see if I had any loss in TeamSpeak, which I didn't, and that's what prompted me that maybe this is something I could fix. So a little game restart made all the difference. Didn't expect that to help my loss. I mean, how does a game restart help your packet loss? Anyway, it did. And Big5, they need a bit of help in this round. 2 Desert Eagles and 3 Locks. Tools, give that Desert Eagle to Spartan, bro. Or show me what you can do. Come prove me wrong. Going up aggressively here. He's actually got, oof, just missing that window of opportunity. Goes back down. It's actually the Glocks still that are able to come up with the kills. Spartan, along with Blaze, smothering the CTs. Nice angle here by Blaze. Very smart play. Catches Spaz, who overextends slightly. How, oh how, have xTc got themselves in this situation? Blaze getting all the hard yards done himself. Just trying to resolve a sound problem. I don't know if that game sound's actually coming through, which is quite peculiar. Just trying to figure out exactly why that's the case. Sorry about this, guys. There is, so I'm not sure. OBS just isn't registering sound. Okay, so there is actually game sound, it's just not being registered on OBS for some reason, so let's get straight back into it. Yeah, a lot louder now. Not a bit because I thought it might be low, but I think it's fine. Okay, let's find a middle ground. Alright. Looks like Big5 didn't make a meal of the previous eco round coming out of xTc. Now they are going to have that double AWP to work with. Double AWP, very proficient setup on a map like Overpass, where there is just so much space for them to work with. And something a little bit more, or a little bit less unconventional, is that both of the AWPs are going to be going towards the A bomb site here. Crick looking for that quick shot, and then Zin has got himself on top of the flower pots towards long. Very obscure angle there. Viking actually does come out and able to get one, but he's going to be getting completely overwhelmed here. Zin and Crick try and answer back with the AWPs. Certainly not the most ideal setup for a retake. Double AWPs, no kits for them either, and one of these AWPs certainly could could have been saved rather to have bought a kit instead. Spaz gonna catch Lighters off there, who tried to catch them off guard. Try to just hold his trigger a little bit there. And actually looks like xTc are gonna be able to make this retake happen. Nice Molotov there from Blaze. Following up the shots there. Cricket's forced into the open, and Blaze gets the clutch, in fact, against all odds there. Going to be able to save the AWP as well. Sorry about going quiet for such long periods. I'm just trying to fix a couple of things in the background here. And Big5, they're going to be keeping you entertained in the meantime. Okay, I think we have finally ironed out all of the bugs, and maybe, just maybe, I can focus on this game now. We can actually enjoy some of the Counter-Strike that we have got at hand here. As Big5 actually find themselves another round here. Of course, this was an eco from xTc, able to pick up 2 at least, but it is Big5 who have got themselves in prime position here by the end of the first half once again. Shout out to my wonderful girlfriend. One of the very few viewers. As going into the final half here, yeah, xTc going to be picking up whatever they can. Again, going for the double AWP. This time, ZipZip is going to be one of the players to wield the AWP. I think this is something that they might have missed. His AWPing has not been something that we've seen too much this evening, surprisingly. Something that we do see quite frequently, generally, from this xTc team. So maybe that's something that they need to just bolster up the ranks a little bit here. Zin missing his shot, and he's going to be getting a rude hello there from Blaze, who is closing the gap between him and the CTs very, very proficiently in these past few rounds, not giving them any space to work with. The CT players on this map are generally quite used to being able to push up to the early choke points in the initial stages of the round, and then starting to fall back as the round progresses. Blaze is just denying them that altogether, and he's coming out on top and finding the kills, so props to him. So, looking for an A hit here are Big5. Convict leading the charge here once again. He's able to find one onto Crick. Spaz has got a very difficult job on his hands here, trying just to alleviate some of this pressure and buy some time for his team to come through on the rotate. But with all this equipment coming through, he's actually just going to get taken down by Blaze, who lands another good kill for the round. And ZipZip lands that shot with the AWP. He's going to have to come through massive in this round. Essentially a 2 versus 4 here. That grenade is actually going to be pinpoint. That lands in Blaze's mouth. And now we're down to a 2 versus 3. Both players have got kits. He goes straight through. The cross comes in. Viking is able to find the trade frag as well, but he's not going to be expecting custom behind him. And that means Big5 replicating the halftime score on Cash, going up 11-4, and just showing they are just as proficient on overpass as they are in Cash. And the most impressive thing about that half was it came from the T side. Certainly one of the least favored T sides out of all of the maps, because there's just so many different angles to try and clear out. And you can see that what Big5 did is they just played aggressively as a unit, clearing out different parts of the map, not allowing xTc to control the tempo. Okay, so again, xTc are in a position where they absolutely have to win this pistol round. Otherwise, they are going to be having little to no room available to breathe. And they go for a very aggressive play through lowers, and they're going to be going straight up towards the A-bomb site. And you can see the rotations are already coming through here from Big5. Lighters is going to be calling for some support. He does spot the initial player, and of course he's only going to be seeing one player now, so maybe he's like prompting them that they're going to be actually faking towards A and going B. Zipzip does find a pick onto Spartan, so now Big5 have no information to play with. That was a very important pick for Zipzip to find, as you can see now Lighters is trying to make a play up through long, see if he can get some information. So xTc got very clear avenue of entry onto the bomb site. Crick is going to be able to find one. Blaze very low health as well. This round looking great for xTc as it currently stands. He's even going to go for the burst fire to close out that kill. There's still Convict and Custom to be worried about. They've got the smoke as well as the defuse kit. Surely not like this once again. Their taps are going off. Convict, oh, he does connect on the second one there. If he had got that first kill just slightly faster, maybe he would have been in with the fighting chance. But unfortunately not to be in that instance. So, xTc do achieve a very important goal there. And this is where they have been struggling quite a lot in this game so far against these 4 spies. Hopefully they can rectify that mistake tonight, or rather right here, right now. Convict is like looking for a couple of spam shots there through the door. See if he can get something lucky perhaps. Ooh, why are we not following Spartan? This is a sin. Seriously, have I not learnt anything tonight? This is the man that you have to watch when he has a Desert Eagle. It is non-negotiable. As I said that I'm going to swap across to B, of course, that's where most of the action is starting to come through. xTc gathering themselves up in lows, so they might actually double back here towards the toilets area, not really making up their minds just yet. They do have 45 seconds left on the clock, so whatever they do choose from this point, they're going to have to commit to. Convict actually finds Spaz, and that's going to allow him to get a decent amount of information as well. Spartan going to be looking to reposition himself here, going behind the truck. Nice little headshot angle he has to work with here. He does peek out twice, and he connects his shots into Viking. The Crick doubles up to keep his team in this, although there's still just the rotations have come through too quickly from Big5, and once again xTc lose against the 4 spy. I feel like a broken record. This is just too much for me. And it's not even like they're playing it badly, to be honest. They're taking their time, they're playing as a unit, they're just getting a little bit unlucky with the timings and the pushes. Maybe the only thing that could be fault is they need to try and stick a little bit closer to each other to not allow Spartan to get these picks and fall away. But really Spartan's being a menace for them so far. And again, he's just even going to stick with the Death Eagle in this situation. You can't even blame him for that. Going for a bit of an aggressive play here between himself and Lighters. And actually getting a decent amount of information. They're not really reacting off of this information just yet, though. You can see that xTc want to make the play through onto the B bomb site. They've gone for the 4 spy in this round. All 5 of them grouped outside of Monster. They might try to take water control before they make this hit, though. And there's going to be flashes of plenty coming through now. Decent amounts of damage being done by Custom already. Crick able to come through, but Custom is getting all of the kills. He's got 2 for himself, and xTc now with, even though it's an even numbers game, they still have that heavy disadvantage as Blaze is going to be able to mop up the floor as he finds a triple. So, Big5 able to make it happen here once again. Unfortunately, xTc not finding any success in that 4 spy, so they are going to be back down to pistols. They've got 1 buy left in the tank here, of course, if they do lose this round. Lighters is certainly enhancing those chances at this point. Spartan, he's just kept the Desert Eagle. He could even have bought an SMG in this case. He's practicing at this point. One person left. He knows where he is. And you know who to bet on in this instance. Oh yeah, in fact, actually, Viking's been able to work his way all the way back around into bathroom, so he may be able to catch somebody off guard here. He's getting some decent sound cues, although Lighters does now know what's going on. The instant dink comes through from Viking, but the one tap from the AK-47 is certainly a lot more lethal. So, Big5 here once again in a very commanding position, 14-5 up. This is the buy round I was referring to previously, very important round for xTc. They do go for a default, 3 players out towards the top, 1 outside of B, 1 in lowers, just trying to get some map control here. Big5, look at the stack they've gone for, 4 players towards the B bomb site, leaving Lighters by himself here. He's a very experienced player, so he knows what to look for in these situations when he needs to call for support. Goes for an interesting smoke there, and that smoke is actually going to be a bit of a trick smoke for the T's, as they may not be expecting him to be so close. He does try to take advantage of that, but nothing comes through. Spartan with the AWP finds a pick there towards B, but that's the only player that is towards B. That was Spartan just lurking around. Now they're going to be going, hey, Lighters, he needs to call for some support in the situation. Surely Big5 have got an idea of what's going on. They've pushed through monster, pushed through water. They're not hearing anything. It's just a matter of time before this hit comes through. Lighters actually does land that Molotov, but he gets caught out by Zin, not expecting him to be so far ahead in long. Crick finds Convict on the flank as well. And xTc gotten themselves in a fairly favorable situation here. Blaze going to find a pick of some Crick, so he does initially bring that deficit back down to even numbers, but he gets taken down, so really that gets relinquished pretty quickly. Looks like Big5 want to try this though. Again, they're going for the smoke defuse. Surely it's not going to be working again here. Spartan missing the no-scope. He's going to get taken down. xTc not allowing such shenanigans. They got a bit of PTSD there towards the end. Oh man, if you didn't catch that, that was just what I'm referring to as what happened in Cash in the last round. Smoke diffuse for Big5. Absolutely dramatic. A mountain for xTc to climb here, but that can't daunt them. Of course, they are a map down, so they need to play for their final position with everything that they've got here. And this time they are going to be grouping up outside of the B bomb site. You can see a bit of a setup here from Zin and Viking. Just watching through that water tunnel, waiting for a potential push from one of the Big5 players, watching that boost as well. And actually trying to get as close as they can towards the B bomb site, and then they might make the hit. They've been seen, so that's going to prompt some equipment to come through from Big5, though you can see they're using it sparingly. They don't want to commit it all instantaneously, though xTc not going to be waiting any longer. 2 very close players here, very close crossfire coming through, not making much of a difference as Convict is doing all the hard yards. Custom doesn't even see a player, and as soon as he does, that player goes straight back through the smoke, and he's going to meet Spartan on the other side. Not the ideal result there for xTc whatsoever, who are now facing match point from Big5 perspective. And you can see Big5, they want to try and close this out as early as possible. Custom is able to get one onto Zip. The boost coming through. Crick able to get one. He does get both of them. Massive frags for xTc. He's now trying to find himself a gun. Eventually, he does come up with the AK. Surely Convict isn't going to be going for this push. He is so important in the situation. Crick is going to have to try and clutch this now. He does get a free kill onto Convict. Lots of time for him to play with here, so he doesn't have to overcommit to anything. The bomb in firm control of the CTs. And he knows he's got so much time to work with here. He's going to try and wrap around all the way through CT spawn. And this might work out perfectly for him. I think this is a great call. He might even go all the way through long and try and catch some of on that angle, because they're certainly going to be watching towards playground and toilets. Have a look at how they're actually playing this, the CTs. The buddy system coming through full fruition here. Full effect, rather. Not risking anything. Spartan, the player who's just slowly keeping tabs on the bomb. Custom, he's got north and south. Crick going to be slowly making his way through here, checking every angle. Only 22 seconds left on the clock. At this point, he's committing to actually finding the frags. He can't get the bomb and make it to a bomb site at this point. He's going to have to start running. 15 seconds, 10. You have to go, man. Get your knife out and get to the A bomb site. Does he have time? I don't think he has time. He definitely has time. He's going to get the bomb down just in time. Oh my god, Crick hasn't actually... He's got a chance at this. 1 versus 2 here. Low HP for Spartan. Able to avoid the flash. Oh, that grenade! It's going to kill him! He kills himself, Spartan. That leaves Custom now in the 1 versus 1 with Crick, and he's going to win it. Oh my word, Spartan. Not like this, man. Oh, that is an absolute fiasco. Crick just got gifted the easiest clutch of his life. He gets the hard yards done and knows that's an ace clutch there, man. Well, a quad kill clutch, but a suicide coming through from Spartan, who missed the mark on his grenade. Oh man, Custom, he's brought up in the round. The rest of the team have saved. Hopefully this doesn't lead to anything from Big 5's perspective. They just need to keep the composure and close out the round. You can expect them to do that as well. They've got so much composure, so much experience in this team, that you would just expect them to maintain their composure. I mean, between the likes of Lighters, Convict, and Custom, there is years and years of Counter-Strike. Oh, perfect push through the smoke there from Spartan. He's even looking for a bit more, and he's going to find it. Somehow, this man just makes something out of nothing so frequently. Really impressive stuff there from Spartan. Custom is going to have to get a bit of work done towards the A bomb site here, as he does find the first onto Spaz. Very low health on Crick. He's just trying to buy a bit of time for Blaze to come through as well, who's now taking a bit of tension. Unfortunately, Custom not able to land an imperative shot there. He just needed to land 1 bullet on that low HP Crick, and they know exactly Blaze's location, so trying to retake is not going to be easy. Been able to get himself quite close there. He's got the cover of Optimus from Dumpster to work with, so he may be able to get himself around here, though now that he's been spotted, he's going to have to find the frag quickly, which he doesn't. Zipzip picks that up. Another save round here from Big 5. And xTc have been granted a reprieve, so they need to take every advantage of that. You can see some aggression coming out here from the boys at Big 5, trying to get a presence towards lowers, and in fact they actually come out successfully there. Again, xTc going for the default, something that you won't see teams use too frequently against an eco, because it generally does spread you a bit thin. So you see exactly that factor there as Crick gets overwhelmed in lows. There's nobody there to support him, and now Blaze is actually able to find a kill onto Zipzip. He's going to be overcommitting though here, making way too much noise, and Spaz waits patiently, gobbles up that kill. 3 versus 3 here very early on in the round. Still a minute left on the clock. Heavy weaponry advantage for xTc here, so they don't need to be rushing into anything. Looks like xTc are actually going to be making their way towards the B bomb. Such a great call from them. Lighters is by himself with the P250 at the back of the bomb site. He's not going to be able to get much done surely from here. Going to be calling for support, but xTc are going to be on the bomb site long before that gets there. Now it's just about landing their shots. Zin and Spaz respectively taking down Spartan and Lighters, and get control of the B bomb site. So keeping themselves in this bit by bit, round by round. They do grind. And now in a 1 versus 3. So try and potentially get a bit of damage done. At this stage, though, it's not even really dealing damage to the economy, is it? Because if xTc lose a single round, the game is over. So he's just trying to maybe be a bit of a menace, that's all. He's going to be able to get one. There's low on HP. Spaz getting taken down. Oof, unfortunately not able to connect on those follow-up shots. Gets the AK, so maybe a bit of potential here to get another kill. Nearly gets Zin, who might go down to the bomb. Nah, he's been able to get himself far enough away. It doesn't even go off in time, so doesn't make a difference. Here is the buy round that Big5 have been waiting for very patiently. As they're not going to have an AWP to work with, a little bit unfortunate. Convict is 26 and 17. This man has been absolutely lights out tonight. He generally is, but just showing how many gears he has got and really how quickly he can shift up between them. Smartson going to be taking a bit of early chip damage there from the Molotov, and xTc want to try and make the B play happen here. You can see again all 5 players grouped up. They're going to go for the setup where they take water control between Zin and Viking. They're going to get pop flash through here, maybe. No, go for the drive pick. Where is this coming from? It's just a spam through the wood. Such a huge chunk of damage has been done. He's even going back for a bit more. Who is that? Convict. Oh, of course it's Convict. Who else would it be? He follows up with Zin. He follows up with the grenade onto Zin. And Zin gets taken down from a player who doesn't even spot for a second. Custom is going to get boosted up here by Crick, and he's going to find that kill. So things going from bad to worse here for xTc. Even though there's still a minute left on the clock, they are now down to 5 versus 3. You can see they're going to be trying to find another point of entry into the round here, rotating themselves around all the way through long. Going to need a hero play from somebody here. That's how you win 5 versus 3s when you are up against match points. Who's going to be that player to stand up for xTc? Slowly wrapping around here and not spotting anything just yet. Very passive here from Big5. Zip might actually have an opportunity, but he's not checking towards Optimus. That means that Lighters is able to come through with the quick pick. That's also brought Spartan into the equation. Now, they're not going to be expecting him here. Viking, though, is aware of that possibility of the second angle, but Lighters still an absolute thorn in their side, is going to close out the round. Big5 picking up that semi-final 2-0. Quite emphatic on the second map. Maybe would have expected a bit more from xTc on Overpass, but in the end, complete and utter demolish from, or demolition from Big5. So that's going to be giving them a nice boost of confidence before they head to Comic-Con in about a month's time. Going into the final against Energy. This is a matchup I'm actually really keen for. Are they going to be able to do anything against Energy, as most teams have been struggling? Everyone who's gone up against them so far, Energy Academy, Goliath Gaming last night, 16-0, 16-1. Who is going to be able to give them a challenge? I'm going to have to wait and see for that final next week, guys. Sorry about the ton of issues that we had this evening. I know that it was very difficult to try follow the game, but I hope for any bits that you did catch, it was much enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys again soon. Once again, thank you so much to MSI for enabling me with this laptop, making it all the possibility that even though I'm not at home, I'm still able to cover these games and get the casts done. So thanks a lot to them for that. Go check them out, guys. They're heroes. Everyone keep safe.